Hello everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Bitcoin. Thank you for your support, okay? I had a really good Saturday, and I hope you have a really good Sunday. So far, Bitcoin's doing really well. It's ran into a bit of a brick wall, okay, and there's a bit of a Bart Simpson pattern that's carried out as well. You have fell back into an ascending triangle, which is, it's called a throwback, basically. It's looking like it wants to correct, okay, but that's in anticipation. Everyone thinks it's going to correct, and then it just absolutely takes off. This is what Bitcoin does. It does the unexpected. We're just looking at the RSI and the weekly time frame, and I've got this trend line in here, and I've spoken about so many times, when you're above this trend line, you are effectively in the uptrend of a bull market, and when you're below this trend line, you're in the corrective phase of a bull market. Confirmation, if you start hitting your head, just like you did down here where you came and you started hitting your head and you're rolling over, that's a bear market. So this is a bear market just there, look, boom, bear market. You see that? You come up in wave 1, corrective wave 2 down, you enter a little bit of a correction down there, but a corrective phase of a bull market, because this is where your bull market started down here, okay? After capitulation, after the bear market bottom, just there, Bitcoin picked up, corrected, and it was coming just there, and we had the corona dump, didn't we? And we got that V-shaped recovery, and you can see that when you come up and break out of this level of resistance in this trend line in the weekly RSI just there, you came up, you got a bit overextended, and you roll back to the support of the 20 EMA. Look, that's how it works in beautiful waveforms like this before you got the huge whopping third wave right there, which is always a monster wave. Okay, it's always a monster wave, and you can see this correction down here. You've came down to a key level of support just there for Bitcoin, which is a previous low, in my opinion, of this correction as well. At which point you picked up, obviously, and then unforeseeable black swan, which we've spoken about numerous times. So it's looking good, it's looking healthy, and if you do start to see a larger correction, just immediately target this particular trend line in the RSI as a level of support or a buyback. If you do see the RSI come back down to this trend line again, because look, it goes up, gets overextended, comes back down, bounce, looking for continuation. Do you see this? So this is a really, really good trend line, and again, in the previous bull run just there, if we look at this previous bull run, in the bull run it stayed above this trend line the entire duration. Do you see that? Look, the entire duration of breaking out of this wave down in this previous bear market just here for Bitcoin, when you stayed above this medium line in the this trend line, in the RSI, it kept coming back to it as support in the bull. Do you see that? So right now it's acting as a key level of support and a key level of resistance, and it's a major signal that we do need to pay attention to, because at the minute this is saying you are in a bull market uptrend. Okay, you're in an uptrend of a bull market, and like I said to you, the trend is your friend until the end. Break the trend and you make a new friend. At the minute you're in an uptrend, and what happens is in those uptrends you get a bit overextended and you roll back to support, looking for support for continuation, and it really is that simple. Okay, so Bitcoin is in an uptrend effectively, that's what I'm trying to say. But yesterday we had a bit of a throwback. We'll dive into the hourly time frame just to and see what we can see. Okay, so just looking on the hourly time frame, then you can see Bitcoin has created a little throwback here. It's called a throwback when you break out of a pattern, okay, and you come back into it. So right now you're still in this ascending triangle. This is what you've done. You've come out of it and then you've come back into it effectively. Okay. Now, full transparency, if you lose the support of this trend line, this is where you'll have a correction. And if you break resistance with volume and you hold the support, like I said to you, hold these levels of support. This is what you want to see, but you've lost the support. Okay, if you hold these support, you're looking at continuation. So we fell back, we retested it, and we fell back into the pattern effectively and lost support. Okay, so right now there is a bit of a reversal pattern here for Bitcoin that's forming. It's a head and shoulders pattern, look like this. So you've lost a level of support just there for Bitcoin, and you do have a technical target from this. Look, head and shoulders. This is called a Bart Simpson. Look, comes up, does this, comes back to where you came from. That's called a Bart Simpson, and this is your right shoulder just there, okay, because it looks like Bart Simpson's hair. That's why I call it a Bart. Okay, so yeah, it formed a Bart. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It can't be helped. But right now Bitcoin is effectively, could potentially be forming some kind of horizontal just there, which is a continuation pattern. You do have a technical target here from there to there, and you can see that you're losing support, and this is your technical target just there, okay, at 45004, roughly around the area. And you can see with that would bring you back down to this trend line of this ascending triangle to retest the support, and this is a little continuation pattern that you are forming just here for Bitcoin, some kind of little horizontal. Do you see this bear pennant? Basically, it's a continuation pattern, just like you create these little bull flags when you come up. You're trading horizontally like that. What is it? Yeah, like that. So basically, you know, you got an extension right there, and if you do start to lose support, this is where you continue with the trend and come down to this trend line. Okay, but obviously they can break to the upside and create little reversal bars basically, and you come back up and you retest this level of former resistance, and you know, and break through it and back to support and continue and break up here. So there is something at play. I do think potentially if you do continue with this particular breakdown and carry out the target, this is where you may see a little retest of this, okay, support, and it might offer some fantastic entry points here for Bitcoin. Now, if you do start to lose this trend line of support, you do have a technical target to the downside, and I'm going to give you that right now, okay? So it's from the first point of contact to the ascending triangle to the bottom, and you can see this was our technical target when we broke out, but we ran into a level of resistance. We've done a bar, come back, throw back into the pattern. This was our technical target of 50,540, roughly around there. But you can see if you do start to lose this level of support, wherever it is, and it's ascending level of support, and that's why I can't give it to you, okay? I roughly give it to you, but you can see it's ascending all the time. I could say to you, if Bitcoin loses 4498, you would be looking at a huge correction here, and you'd be looking at a 41,261 Bitcoin price. What would that be from there if you did correct? Yeah, you'd be looking at a whopping 8% short opportunity right there for Bitcoin. Only if you lose support, okay? It's only if you lose support and you trade on confirmation, and obviously apply stop losses. Just like here, you've broken out key level resistance, set your stop loss, okay? So you're not at a loss if you come back and have these throwbacks, because these are very, very common throwbacks. You could even get one here, you know. People think it's going to lose support just there and carry out technical target, and it comes back. It gets invalidated. This is why you always set stop losses. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's choppy, it's sort of sideways, but you are still effectively in an uptrend here for Bitcoin. Okay, you're doing really, really well. Doing really, really well. There was just here a technical target, wasn't there, of a double top pattern, which is a reversal pattern. Look, so you've got your double M top pattern, you've got your level of support just there, and you did have a technical target from there to there, and you can see that when you broke that, you didn't carry out the technical target, because this is how bullish Bitcoin is. You're actually in a bullish uptrend, okay, because you're making high lows here. Do you see? Look, high lows, and even if you come down here, find support here, you're still making high lows. This is bullish, okay? So if you can be supported and come back here and bounce off this particular level of support and break 4683, this is where you're going to see that pump to 50k, which is the technical target of this ascending triangle that you're in, okay? So wherever you break it, because it's a horizontal level of support just there, resistance, sorry, if you do break it, you're looking at a 50k plus Bitcoin, okay? So that's what you got to look at. That's what in front of you. So I'm a bit muggy today because I was drinking last night till silly o'clock. I do apologise if I'm a bit sort of incoherent basically, but yeah, so I'll give you your targets right now. And equally, you know, you could have a little throwback here, not carry out this technical target as head and shoulders, because you didn't carry out the technical target of the double M top pan because of how bullish Bitcoin is. You know, you don't necessarily short bull markets. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you don't necessarily short uptrends. You long uptrends, you long support in uptrends, and that's exactly what Bitcoin is. But I will try and find little short opportunities here, but you can see each short is actually running short of the short target, and that is always indicative of how strong the particular trend is, okay? But you know, I'm going to show you right now, if Bitcoin does lose this level of support, okay, from here to here, and we do lose this level of support for Bitcoin, and we do roll out of this ascending triangle, which primarily is a bullish continuation pattern, okay? Break to the upside, looking at continuation, roll back, support, boom, see you later. If you was to lose the support though, wherever it is on this ascending level of support for Bitcoin, and carry out a correction and come down to this level here, I want to reassure you that is still relatively healthy. And to be honest with you, it might be needed, because I think on the daily time frame we are creating little bearish divergences just there. We're a little bit overheated, we're a little bit overextended, to be honest with you. We're not completely overbought, but you could see if we did come back down, okay, to that medium line which I've spoken about in the earlier segment of the video, that could offer a fantastic opportunity to create the next impulsive wave up, because you can see at that point, if you was to correct here for Bitcoin, you could actually come down and bounce off the EMAs right here, and that could offer a fantastic, beautiful new sort of impulsive wave to the upside, because this is what it is, okay? You can see, let me get rid of all the drawings just here for Bitcoin. You can see that these impulsive waves are running out of steam. Look, so you're coming up, massive impulsive wave to break you out of resistance, back test the support of the EMAs, coming up, and you start to run out of steam here, okay? So if you do start to roll, look at the EMAs for support. This is good, it's good, this is healthy, okay? You're not, when you look at this, you're not completely overextended here. You're moving in these beautiful waveforms. I've seen a lot of projects taking off into space. I don't like to see that, to be honest with you. I find it a bit unhealthy. Doesn't mean it can't continue. You know, you had this huge run up here when Bitcoin broke out this supply shock last October, I think it was. Just here, everyone was mega bearish. Oh, bear market for Bitcoin. You know, we're losing support. We come up and do exactly what we did now. We're breaking the EMAs. We fell back to the EMAs as support, just like you did here. Boom, supply shock. Gonska, and that is potentially what's in front of us right now. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. I hope you enjoyed that update. Sorry it's a little bit flat, but there is a trend line here. I think we've already drew it, haven't we? Just there, yeah. So yeah, you're above it, and that's what matters most. You're in a technical target to the upside. You know, if you run into resistance, fall back to support and hold it, you're looking for continuation until we start to lose support, i.e. start to come back into this green line here and lose its support. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that update. But yeah, if we lose support just there, then you've got a lovely little short opportunity down there. But Bitcoin's so bullish it might actually do that. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed that update. I'm not going to drink ever again. I feel well rough. Bye bye.